In a world where the Lions are the highest scoring team in the NFL and also 1-3. Also in a world where a certain tight end in Atlanta is going to be absolutely redacted. Also in a world where Geno Smith is a top 10 fantasy QB. Broncos Nation, let's wait a second. They play on Thursday. Shit, I can't talk about the freaking Broncos this week. I'm salty. Oh, welcome in to the DFS Deli. I am the proprietor of this delicatessen, Sully Ali Shaheed, and we are the only First Look podcast on the interwebs, on your podcast feeds. We are here on a Wednesday night to discuss the main slate for Week 5. This NFL season has been absolutely confusing, to say the least, where the top running backs in your yearly redrafts are ass. Number one is now injured. CMC is a bona fide slot receiver. Our king, however, is rising. Dalvin Cook is obviously hurt, but still getting the lion's share of the load, even with the sling. And he comes at a discount this week. We'll get into him and other plays here on the DFS Deli main menu. I am joined tonight by my two full-time employees, Chill Man, Baker. Welcome to the early descent into Week 5. Chill, how art thou tonight?
Man, I'm doing good. What was it? What are we at? Week 5 already? Right? Is that what
Already,
we're
yeah,
at?
that's what we're going to keep doing the rest of the year. It's going to be week after week. Just wow, I can't believe it's Week 5. Wow, I can't believe it's already Week 6.
Yeah,
Wow, Thanksgiving slate's here. So, yep,
right.
you're already in Week 5.
Oh, I like the Thanksgiving slate, but that's beyond the point. It's a little bit of an interesting week so far. Kind of had to wait on some injury news. It's time to dive on in and let's ride.
Yes, Baker, welcome. How are you today, man?
I'm good. I think I'm good. Pretty sure I'm good. I'm not sure if I'm actually here in Week 5 or if I'm already on to Week 6.
This week should be pretty interesting. When I kind of did the overview of this week, I was like, there's a lot of matchups that are interesting, but at the same time, there's a lot of injury news. I mean, like your favorite quarterback is hurt. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like I said, we're kind of living in a bizarro land right now. Again, as I mentioned, Geno Smith is a top 10 quarterback. I just want to put that out there.
Sully, I'm
I
surprised.
said it was going to happen, but I said it was going to happen.
Sully, I'm surprised in our main league that you haven't tried to trade Josh Allen just so you could play Geno Smith every week.
You don't have any idea. It wouldn't have made a difference last week, but I literally was going to pick up Geno Smith and start him over Josh Allen. Almost did it. Then I realized that this is yearly, not daily. Let's have some sense about it. And Geno Smith still outscored Josh Allen anyway. But that's neither here nor there. That would have been like the Galaxy 5-head play of the freaking day.
I mean, could you imagine that if you would have lost by the difference between Josh Allen and Geno Smith? Lord
Yeah,
Jesus.
luckily I got boat raced, so that was good. That was good. None of my team showed up, with the exception of, well, Josh Allen was all right. But
your king.
That's neither here nor there.
Your king showed up.
Oh, yeah. You know, my king. It's our king. But before we get started, as we know, we go position by position, breaking down our favorite plays, our core plays of this week. But before we get into that, we lost a great man this past Sunday. Guys, Blake Bortles announced his retirement.
The king of garbage time.
I miss Blake Bortles, man. I wish him the best. I'm glad he's on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, because you just was like, oh, damn, Blake Bortles has let me 3 points in the first 3 quarters. Just wait for it. Here it comes.
That was my boy back in the day, man. I miss some Blake Bortles. But we wish him the best in his future endeavors as I'm sure an analyst in some sort for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But on a serious rest in peace note, Studer, this goes out to you. The days of predicting that Javonte Williams would be a top 1 running back is over. Everything in his knee is torn, and now we get the corpse of Melvin Gordon III running the Let's Ride offense.
Let's ride.
He will be missed, and we wish him a speedy recovery.
He ain't riding no more. I thought you were going to play that music because I thought maybe Studer was getting fired because he don't show up to work.
No. He's lost enough this week, so just let him mourn the loss of Javonte Williams and the rest of the fantasy owners that have lost Javonte for the year. So rest in peace, Javonte. We wish you a speedy recovery. So, Baker, when you first looked into this week, how did you feel? Did you have like a defined, like, this is what I'm going to attack? Because there's not a lot of high totals. There's really like one highlight game of this week, and not a lot of pieces to take from it. So, like, what did you think when you looked over the schedule this week?
I thought things got gross real quick. I thought that as we go into quarterback, Tom Brady's way too cheap. And I thought that there's 2 games to get into.
Well, as we discuss position by position, I'm pretty sure you'll bring those particular games up. Chill, your overview of the slate at a cruising altitude of about 30,000 feet.
I mean, it's kind of an interesting slate, right? Because at this point, I don't believe we have a current game on the main slate, at least, with a total above 50, which is kind of interesting. But we do have a decent amount of teams with pretty decent implied team totals. So I think ownership this week's going to be a little more spread out. I think last week kind of got weird because of the weather. I think had the weather not been as big a factor, I don't think some of these ownerships would have been high. I don't think Rashad Penny's ownership would have been that high. I don't think Miles Sanders' ownership would have been that high. So I think as long as the weather is out, I think this week ownership's going to be a little bit spread out.
I can get behind that, but as Baker mentioned, there's a quarterback as we jump into it that is a bit too cheap, at least on DraftKings. FanDuel wasn't playing that crap, but DraftKings, I think Tom Brady is the clear chalk. Would you agree with that, Baker?
Absolutely. And speaking of chalk, did I miss the memo last week where somehow Rashad Penny became the chalk? Did I miss that?
Because people are smart.
It's because the weather was bad. Because if the weather's not bad, everybody's in that Baltimore and Buffalo game.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with running back, though? Like, the Lions are ass. So, I mean, playing Rashard Penny was just smart.
Because when I flipped over my cards in some of my tournaments and saw 30% on Rashard Penny, I'm like, what?
Because you had everybody and their brother was just saying, get the leverage, play Rashad Penny. Obviously you could have played anybody from that game and you would have been solid, but like everybody was just listening to, the experts and, get leverage, play Rashard Penny. So
is that exactly what I said as well? And I feel like I did post that on Twitter as well, just for the leverage. But Geno Smith still was like great. Everybody was great. You could have played anybody from that game. Your roster could have been that game.
Yeah, I mean, the Millie Maker was literally that game with 2 one-offs. That's it.
Yeah, I can see that. But besides Tom Brady,
do you think Tom Brady will get to the chalk? You think he'll be
DraftKings? Absolutely.
I think people are going to go back to Hurts and Allen.
I think in some of my tournaments, Tom Brady will approach 20-ish, which scares the shit out of me.
I don't think he's getting to 20, man.
He's just really too cheap, man, and his targets are cheap too, bro. Like, and the run back on Atlanta is easy. Like,
I think other people are going to go the other way. I think people would rather play Josh Allen. I think people would rather play Hurts, and for 1,100 more, I think the people are going to play Herbert.
$1,100 is a lot on DraftKings, bro. We're not talking fan. We're talking straight up DraftKings.
I
That Tom
know,
Brady
but
is way too cheap. Let's just put it out there.
I think for GPPs, I don't think he's going to be the guy. I really don't.
Baker, rebuttal.
I don't see how he's not the guy. Second highest over under of the slate, so that's automatically going to draw people to him. He's Thomas Edward Brady Jr. That's going to draw people to him. Then all these, Giselle things that have been on social media, that's going to draw people to him. You have the motivation. Like everything is just screaming Tom Brady. Not to mention he's the best looking person on the slate. That's going to draw you to Tom Brady.
I think I think there'll be enough value to where people are going to get to Hurts and they're going to get to Allen because they're both playing defenses that aren't good.
Well, the Falcons defense ain't nothing to write.
Brady.
The Falcons defense, though it's not bad. I will give the Falcons defense this. It's not that bad, but it's also not that good.
No, and I agree 100%, but I think people would rather play the two quarterbacks with rushing upside.
I would rather if Tom Brady doesn't become chalk, just sign me up for all the Thomas Edward Brady II.
Right. I think, Chill, you're trying to make Baker's case stronger to go ahead and play Tom Brady. If you feel like people are going to go to the hurt business and Josh Allen, then that makes the Tom Brady play the easiest play on the slate.
Yeah, I would rather play Tom Brady with a double stack as well.
Especially
like
since,
I said, his options are cheap.
Yeah, his options are cheap. You know where that's going. And it makes it that much easier. Me and Sully have talked about how, he's going to more times than not double stack depending on who my quarterback is. I will single stack. Tom Brady, he's the easiest double stack ever just because 1, they're cheap. 2, you know where it's going. 3, and more importantly, because he doesn't have the rushing upside, you just run away with his 2 and bye.
I was going to say there's actually an easier double stack, but I take that back because Geno Smith has been loving him some new phone Who Disley. So
he's been loving every tight end besides Noah Fant.
Does
every tight end not named Noah Fant he loves.
Maybe Noah Fant's bad at football.
That's a possibility as well.
Maybe it's just bad.
You know what? I did not take that into account.
Oh, now we know. So minus Thomas Edward Brady, is there anybody else on this slate?
Don't forget the second. Thank you.
Okay, my bad. Is there anybody else you're targeting on this slate? I mean, because there is some very interesting matchups, and not because the quarterback per se is good, but the matchup is good. So no Tua Tagovailoa, he's dead. He's still got the ability to watch McGruber, however. Like that, why is that news? I don't understand why that's news. Anyway, Teddy Two Gloves is now the guy with the Miami Dolphins, and he gets the Jets this week. There's also a couple other soft matchups. Andy Dalton, looks like Jameis probably will not play again this week. He gets the Seahawks, and we know what kind of fantasy carnival the Seahawks are. And then, Geno, even on the other side, he gets the Saints, and the Saints haven't been that great either. But there's still a couple interesting plays on the board. So are there any other spots minus Tom Brady's price that you would be willing to get to this week?
Chill mentioned Justin Herbert, who I was on last week. He ended up working out for me. I could definitely see me going back to Justin Herbert because of the fact that this Browns defense has just been a sieve.
Dude, it's trash. Boots on the ground, it's trash.
30th in DVOA. That's another one. Hold on. Excuse me. I feel like I'm calling Studer out too much in this show. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Once upon a time, Matthew John Studer said that the Browns defense would be a top 1 defense in the NFL.
I think it was top 5.
Whatever the case is, they're 30th in total DVOA. So their ass. Joe Woods' is ass. This Browns defense is ass.
When the Atlanta Falcons only call halfback dive 14 times in a row.
Yeah, it was literally like, you know what? You can't stop it. Do it. Over and over. And it's like they got to the line and held triangle down just to get back to the line and run the same exact play.
Dude, it was like when we played NFL Street and you knew I was just running with Ricky Williams to the right.
Hey man, don't Why we gotta bring that up, dog? Why we gotta bring that up? I thought we was over that.
I figured you'd be practicing, man. I'm ready to get back in there.
Practice.
Bro.
Practice?
Bro, I don't think my hands are ready. I think like I look at the cover of that game and watch and look at Ricky Williams and just have nightmares.
I mean, I know, you said you might have like a lady friend over, so maybe you can just give her the sticks and get some practice in.
She'll be getting a different kind of stick.
Ayo.
I thought about saying that, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there.
I'm going to go there.
Everybody listening went there.
Right. Everybody went there. Right.
Fair.
Right. I mean, I'm the same character that talked about piping Blaine's mom like last week. So sexual jokes will fly here on the DFS Deli. What was that disclaimer you put out, Chill, last week? That we don't condone certain behaviors.
Yes, we don't. There is a warning label. We don't commit like adultery, violence.
We don't condone violence. Okay. All right. Football.
Back on track.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
I think another quarterback I'm looking at this week, I think Trevor Lawrence is in a really bounce back spot here, going home, playing the Texans. Obviously, he had a really abysmal game playing in the rain. I'm kind of willing to give him a break there on that one.
Is that going to be sort of a leverage move for you? Because James Robinson is going to get played.
I mean, you probably play them both. I mean, Houston's defense is not very good. I mean, and Trevor Lawrence, it does have the easy stack option. You're probably just going to put him with Kirk. At this point, him and Kirk kind of have like a floor of 17 fantasy points. So at this point, it's really good. I think another quarterback who's in an interesting spot. I mean, it's got to be Baker's boy, right? Mr. Cousins at home against the Bears.
He is my boy, but I'm a little bit scared to play Kirk Cousins. A little bit.
I mean, I will hit you with this as I'm reading this. Over his last 4 games against Chicago, Cousins has thrown for 900 yards, 9 touchdowns, and has a 102.5 QB rating.
Well,
Chicago does suck.
What scares me is
Chicago
can't fight back.
Fight back, Nick. Fight back.
Like, in order for Kirk Cousins to go stupid or to go ham, we need Chicago to fight back. They can't.
But I also feel like the Minnesota head coach at this point is like the Denver head coach, where they don't really know what they're doing. Like they got behind the wheel and just said, "Shit, what do I do?"
They'll be talking about Nathaniel Hackett like that. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Damn it! I am so salty they're not on the main slate. Oh, I'm so salty.
You know what? If you're playing the Thursday showdown lineup, just play Russell Wilson, 2 wide receivers, Denver's defense, and whatever Colt you want, and just print.
I'll say it again. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
I feel like, considering we're right around the corner from Halloween, Sully, I feel like you're gonna go as Russell Wilson for Halloween.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a freaking inflatable Bronco underneath my crotch. Just be riding down the freaking street with my kids. Let's ride.
I mean, at this point, we all could just go as Nathaniel Hackett because we probably could coach about as good as a game as he can.
Hey, listen. Here's the sauce, okay? I'm gonna be Russell Wilson, and my kids are gonna be Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton, respectively. It's gonna be amazing.
I'll just go with you. I'll be Javonte Williams.
You're gonna be on crutches?
Damn right. Or I could be Melvin Gordon and just keep constantly dropping my candy bag.
Lord Jesus.
That's not okay. That's not okay.
Bro, he's carrying his ass.
Well, Baker will be with us. I mean, he could just be Albert O. He doesn't even have to show up.
I mean, you won't even know I'm there.
Exactly. Oh, okay. Enough Broncos banter. All right, let's not bash a team that's not on the main slate. The listeners not here for that. They're here for our plays. So here's the plays. Looks like Tom Brady is a guy we're targeting this week for the cheaper end. The Hurt Business and Josh Allen always in play. interesting plays in Teddy Bridgewater going against the Jets, Geno Smith and Andy Dalton in what should be a high-scoring affair because none of those defenses decide to actually play defense. And, again, I want to get your opinion before we move over to running back. If Mac Jones is back.
Yes.
Option?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Chill, you still want to stick in the running game?
I will stick to the running game.
I might have one more disgusting quarterback for you, though.
I just want to play Bailey Zappi. I just really want to play Bailey Zappi.
I
hope Mac Jones is out.
I'm not condoning this quarterback, but if you want to throw a complete YOLO ball and throw in Kenny Pickett in there,
damn it, Chill, you said my freaking disgusting play. I hate you.
Dude, it's gross. Don't get me wrong, but Pittsburgh's wide receivers are cheap, and the Muth is cheap. And Kenny Pickett. Like I know, like Kenny Pickett had 3 interceptions last week. One was the Hail Mary, and then the other 2 were kind of not his fault, from what I remember. And like, it's not like Buffalo has any film on the guy. I mean, don't get me wrong, Buffalo's defense is really good, and this game is at Buffalo. But like,
you're talking about the team that just held Lamar Jackson to 20 points. You want to play?
It's gross.
With weather.
Weather my ass. I don't want to hear it.
Listen, it's gross. Like I'm not saying, this is what you're putting in your $100 spy lineup. Unless if you want like 1% ownership, then you're in there, right? So
yeah, that's a millionaire maker type play.
I mean, but
millionaire maker, that's a single entry kind of play for me.
When he got into the game, like they did start chucking that ball deep.
A couple of them were ducks, though. I mean, they weren't like laser beams. They were.
And I think George Pickens is only 4,300. His options are cheap. It's gross. I'm not condoning it, but
I mean, I condone it. My name is Baker, and I approve this message.
God damn it.
But if he rushes for a touchdown,
and I think that's part of the reason that I like him too, is because of the fact he does have mobility as well back there, so he can't.
Rest in peace, Najee Harris owners.
He can bail you out with his legs.
All right, running backs, fellas. So, there are a couple interesting situations when it comes to matchups. So, coin flip scenario when it comes to the New England backfield. And I'll say this, unless you're crazy like Baker, who might go ahead and play both the New England running backs in the same lineup.
If Mac Jones is out, there's a great chance I'll do it.
Yeah, I can see that. But no matter what you do as a listener, whichever one you play, the other one's going to go off. So kind of accept.
Both M.
Yeah, I can't fit both of them because there's going to be a lot of juicy matchups. I mean, if we get Alvin Kamara back, he gets the Seahawks, and he is cheap. James Robinson gets Houston, and he is not cheap. Nick Chubb gets the Chargers. He is the most expensive guy on the board, but for good reason.
Yeah, all they got to do is take Atlanta's game plan, duplicate, run.
Right, just run. Just run. If Myles Garrett is out again, it's Austin Eckler, guys.
They should come out in the goal line formation. I used to run that strategy in Madden, and it would just absolutely ruin people's day.
Well, Myles Garrett returned to practice today, so.
Dude, I brought this up to Sully. You remember the old wrestling games where, like, when you would beat up your opponent and your guy would go from, like, yellow limbs to orange limbs to red limbs?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Like, Myles Garrett's walking onto that field, and he's in the orange. Like, his injury chart when ESPN flashed it on the screen, like, every part of his body was strained. It was like pinky strained, brain strained, arm strained, forearm strained, ab strained, teeth strained, nose strained, leg
T-pain. Make it rain. I mean, I get it. But I mean, like, there's no way not no way, but like, why would you come? You flipped your freaking car. Relax, bro. Relax on the football shit. All right, calm down.
He should no longer be riding.
Right. He should constantly have an Uber driver with him. Just like, bro, Miles, I'll take you. I'll take you. Anyway, out of those, let's start at the top, the higher price guys. Out of this crop, let's say, I don't know, 7,000 and above. Who who are we looking to play this week? Baker, I'll start with you because I already know there's going to be a Viking in your lineup because that boy is cheap.
Hey, let's be real. Can you go 6,900 and above for obvious reasons?
Giggity.
Oh, yeah. All right. 69 and above.
Well, if I'm going
Alright.
69,
All right.
I have to go with my fat uncle.
Bro, your Super Bowl champion winning uncle, the dude I've been screaming since he got into the league, was my daily doll hair stack week 1 against the Texans. Screamed it at Crossroads.
You did. I vividly remember that.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
That draft, the April draft, I said, who are they playing week 1? That's my stack.
I mean, but Fat Lenny has to be in play this week. Once again, we bring up it's Atlanta. So somehow if Thomas Edward doesn't get it done, it's going to be a Lenny game. I don't see how Atlanta keeps, Tampa out of the end zone. So Fat Lenny definitely has to be in play. Our king is always in play. Once again, I mentioned with Minnesota, I love this matchup for Minnesota. Minnesota scares me because I don't know if Chicago can fight back. And Dalvin Cook with this shoulder injury, yes, he's wearing his harness now, dumbass. But if they get up big, I can see a situation where it's like, all right, we're not going to put more strain on this shoulder, and then we let Alex Madison ride.
Bro, he had 20 tokes in London. But he was fine.
But that was a close game.
It was a close game. You think they're just going to run away from Chicago? I don't really see it happening. Minnesota's offense ain't world beaters. They ain't the Bills that are just going to freaking hang 40 on you and walk away.
But this is Chicago who can't score. Like they do not throw the ball. So once they get up and they actually have to throw, that game's over.
Yeah, but again, how did they get there? If Dalvin Cook rushes for 102, before this blowout situation happens, then you're in the green.
That's why
you're already fine.
And
I would say
the scare.
Minnesota does have the 4th highest team total on the slate.
Partially because they're playing Chicago.
I'm just saying.
At home. And Dalvin Cook's discounted. You should probably play him.
I said it scares me. I didn't say I won't play him.
Totally play him.
As we're early in the week, I'm still trying to figure some things out. Little did I know that I would end up on TJ Hawkinson last week accidentally.
Bro, how do you accidentally wind up on TJ Hawkinson?
How do you accidentally end up on the chalk?
Because
he's the only healthy Lion left.
I will tell you exactly how. You remember last Wednesday's show when we were all yelling at each other profusely. I wanted all the Mark Andrews I could handle. Well, building on Saturday and Sunday, I'm like this Mark Andrews stuff really isn't working for me. But I had a lot of Rashad Penny. So it's like, all right, if I can't get Mark Andrews in these lineups and they feel stupidly gross with Mark Andrews, it made me drop down to TJ Hawkinson to go along with Rashad Penny. That's how I accidentally ended up on him.
Fair. So out of these for this week, out of these discounted running backs, who would you prefer, Dalvin Cook or Alvin Kamara? Because Alvin Kamara should come in with significantly less ownership.
Right now, early in the week, they're not far off of each other. I think I would take Dalvin Cook and be scared. Because
I think I would take Dalvin Cook only because the presence of Taysom Hill actually exists still in New Orleans.
You're not wrong about that.
So, I mean, you best believe he's sniping some goal line carries. Believe that. But Alex Madison got in on a screen pass. And then Justin Jefferson took a rushing touchdown. Dalvin Cook could have had a good game, touchdown variance. He's only scored one time this year, but he could have had a good game. He had the workload. They're at home. 4th highest team total, like Chill mentioned. The stars are lining up for Dalvin Cook. Cheap price. I mean, it's there. It's all there. I think a common build this week, and, I might follow, the same routine, the same route to build around is that, out of the options that I see, Uncle Lenny, Dalvin Cook, James Robinson, and one of the Patriots guys. I'll cycle between those 4 and be fine. So again, as far as tournament plays.
So you have no interest in Nick Chubb?
Oh, man. I have all the interest in Nick Chubb. However, that price, man. Woo-hoo.
I mean, the price is not as nice. But last year the Chargers were a funnel for running backs. They're still a funnel.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And if Kevin Stefanski for 1 week stops trying to be the smartest guy in the room and just runs the damn ball, which we all know he won't. We know he will not just run the damn ball. But I mean, we saw this matchup last year. Nick Chubb went stupid. Our defense couldn't stop the Chargers. I think we could see the exact same performance where Nick Chubb goes stupid and our defense can't stop the Chargers.
If Myles Garrett doesn't play, would you be scared on playing Nick Chubb, figuring that the game will get out of hand against the Chargers?
No, because the Browns are kind of like the Lions. Good or bad. We're kind of like
Nick
the Lions.
Chubb-
We don't get blown out.
I said Nick Chubb only has 6 receptions. So I feel like if they go down in this game, like Kareem Hunt would be the guy.
Yeah, but that's an if. I mean, like, we haven't been in that scenario in 4 games so far. So,
But we also haven't played, like, what's the most relevant quarterback we've played? We played Baker Mayfield, Joe Flacco, Mitch Trubisky, and Marcus Mariota. Bro, like, we haven't played a relevant quarterback since last year.
You're not wrong, but we literally just don't get blown out.
Listen,
if Myles Garrett plays, then I'll agree with you 100%. But if he doesn't play, I think we're getting blown out. Or it gets like we're getting blown out, but we still lose by like 10 because they're not trying in the fourth quarter.
So we'll get to wide receivers, but Amari Cooper, bounce back? Question mark?
Is he playing at home? Because that's when he'll show up.
Oh, come on, man.
That's always been his MO.
I mean, he is playing at home. To be fair, like, he is playing at home.
Every time Amari Cooper played for Dallas and he was at home, play Amari Cooper. Every time he was on the road, he was on a milk carton.
Well, they're at home, Chill. They're at home.
And then let's ride.
Oh, God.
That's right.
All right, I got one more running back play for you.
Hit me.
And it comes from Chill's team. I think I'm on Raheem Mostert, which means if I'm on him, he's probably going to get hurt this week.
That's funny. I am on the exact opposite side of that.
Why? Because
you're Breece Hall.
Are you expecting Raheem Mostert to get hurt? So you're playing Chase
Evans? No. I'm talking about the Jets side. We've now seen the change of the guard at the running back position. Looks like Breece Hall has ascended into the lead back role.
Absolutely.
And Miami is mad against the run. So
I will hit you that he was limited in Wednesday's practice due to a knee injury.
Everybody's limited in Wednesday's practice. Chill. It's a veteran and rookie day off, damn it. They don't give a damn about Wednesday.
David Njoku literally was announced as just rest. Nope.
I need my rest.
No injuries. He just said, I'm taking today off, y'all.
I need my rest.
It's very important to me.
It's very important to David Njoku.
Larry.
Go ahead and fumble all the damn time. David Njoku's
my only concern with like, if you're going to beat Miami, it's usually going to be through the air because their pass defense is not great. That would be my only concern. So, like, if you're gonna,
and that's supposed to be the strength of their team.
Byron Jones is not back yet, and Xavier Howard actually showed up on the injury report today.
Yeah, so like, if you're gonna beat Miami, it's gonna go. And like, I mean, Zach Wilson didn't look horrible.
That's because Zach Wilson is the truth, Chill.
Right? Tell him. Tell him.
Baker, tell me.
I mean, he's not the truth enough to me to mention me in quarterback section, but he's still the truth, Chill. Okay,
dude. I mean, Zach Wilson's GOAT.
He'd be a Saturday show.
He'll be a doll hair lineup.
Yeah, save him for Saturday.
I mean, I think one other running back, I mentioned him off the air, but Jeff Wilson Jr. on DK is only 5,500. You should just play him.
I mean, yeah, Carolina's about to get that ass whipped.
So,
is he a better FanDuel play or Draftkings play? Because I think he's better over with Sully and those people.
He'd be a better FanDuel play, but like, do you think he's going to get ownership on DraftKings? Because if he doesn't get ownership, like, he's a prime candidate for 102.
Hey, listen, Jeff Wilson Jr. is 6,500 on FanDuel, sir. So that you can find 500 more to get to Alvin Kamara or save the 500 and go down to Ramondre Stevenson. I'd rather save the 500 and go down to Devin Singletary.
I'm not playing a Bills running back. I'll let it beat me.
Why not?
That's kind of where I'm at with the Bills. I will let the Bills running back beat me at this point.
Absolutely.
Dude, this is literally the plus matchup of like what Devin Singletary should be able to do this week.
I mean, I ain't arguing with you, fam, but I'll let it beat me.
I couldn't agree more. If I get put to bed by Devin Singletary, I get put to bed by Devin Singletary.
Y'all about to get put to bed by Devin Singletary this week because Pittsburgh sucks. Buffalo's at home. They have an implied team total over 30, for Christ's sakes. Backup QB. Like, what else do you need to line up in favor of Buffalo to be like, I just need to get as many Bills in as possible?
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
get as many Bills
if you just played Josh Allen with Diggs, and especially if Isaiah McKenzie's injured, speaking of wide receivers, at this point we're playing Shaka Khan or whatever his name is. At 3K on DraftKings is the ultimate free square.
I'm just gonna say his name is gonna be Shabba Ranks, so I can just play that song over and over again when he steps on the field.
But like, it's Josh Allen's the best running back on the team so far.
He's not wrong.
But again, listen, just make some room for Devin Singletary this week, okay?
No,
it's gonna be large
don't
field. No, you know what? Screw you, Baker. I'm locking in Devin Singletary this week. Let's ride.
Bet you won't.
Bet I will.
Bet you won't.
Bet I screenshot you. Lock. 1 o'clock. Devin Singletary will be one of my running backs. Book it. Fucking book it.
All right.
Just to spite you. I'm going to be losing a lot of leverage by not playing one of those guys that I mentioned. So there's going to be an Alvin Kamara out there or a Dalvin Cook out there that ain't going to be on my roster because your ass wants to try to call me out about playing Devin freaking Singletary. You can suck it, all right, Baker? Coming for you. Devin Singletary for the win. Leverage off Josh Allen. Leverage off Steph Diggs. Leverage off Shabba Ranks. Listen, it's going down, okay?
All right.
Don't test me, bro. Test me.
I got a prop for you. Sully.
Another one you're gonna lose.
That's fine. Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you do not take. All right.
That's incorrect. You don't have a stat if you don't take a shot, Baker. That's the dumbest shit that I've ever heard in my life. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you don't attempt a shot, you don't have a stat. That's literally incorrect.
It's 100% factual.
But it's not. That's not. That's the second dumbest phrase on the freaking planet behind freaking apples to oranges. That phrase don't make no sense, Baker. Why can't fruit be compared? It's 100% of the shots you don't take. Derp, derp, derp.
I mean, it's just like comparing apples to oranges, though, that argument.
I mean, Sully, you say tomato, I say tomato, okay?
Listen, man, I'm about to go Kevin Owens on it all. I'm about to fight everyone.
Anyway, to my bet, all right, you piece of work. I'm taking Raheem Mostert versus Devin Singletary. Bet me.
You lost. You lost again. Why do you put yourself in these situations?
Because you miss
100%. Just lose, Baker.
Because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's why.
That motherfucker. Lord, I gotta open a window. I'm getting hot.
Just so you know, Sully, when we play each other in yearly, that's what I'm changing my team name to, just for you.
I'm gonna change my name to Apples to Oranges.
You guys have any interest in the Atlanta running backs?
No.
I
pass.
I think at this point I'm a pass, unless if I really need the savings on DraftKings.
You don't need him that bad. You don't.
Right. I mean, you just mentioned Jerry Wilson Jr. is what, 52? Come on, man. You got it.
He's 55.
You got it. You got plenty of value, bro.
I think he's I really do believe he's the free square this week.
Or Raheem Mostert. He's a must-start.
Let's talk about receivers.
Cooper Kupp every week. Cooper Kupp every week. Cooper Kupp every week.
I was just about to mention, Baker, no matter how trash the Rams are, Cooper Kupp gonna get his. They put up 9 points last week. 9. Cooper Kupp had like 30 points.
I just want to say that Cooper Kupp already has 42 receptions. So at this pace, what is he on pace for? 170 receptions, give or
Almost
take.
180. Yeah,
Cooper Cup every week.
just play the dude.
Death, taxes, and Cooper Cup.
I'm telling you, bro.
I will say this: if this ownership holds, which it probably will not, it's currently telling me that nobody wants to click Justin Jefferson.
That's silly.
How many Vikings can you possibly play, Baker? My God, I know it's your
All of
favorite team, but come on.
By the way, I hated you in our group text today.
I didn't send that. That was Deshaun.
You people. I meant to say you people. I hated you people.
That wasn't me. I just put the skulls and the crossbones because I was dying laughing.
Because in the group text, chill, it literally said, "Who's your favorite player who doesn't play for your team?" So I sent a gif of Justin Jefferson, and Deshaun responds with, "Not from your favorite team." You people.
Us people. That's what we do.
All right, continue on, Sully.
So again, like you said, death, taxes, Cooper Cup. If you can afford it, play them. But on FanDuel, there's one guy sticking out like a freaking sore thumb. Why is Deebo Samuel 7,300?
Yeah, that sticks out very much so. Anytime you got somebody more expensive on FanDuel than DraftKings, something's wrong.
Yep. Chris Godwin, 7K. I heard Chris Godwin is kind of cheap on DraftKings as well.
DraftKings, he's
59.
He's another free swear.
I mean, Mike Evans
Ridiculous.
is only 69. Giggity.
Oh, there it is again. Oh God. So yeah, man. There's his name is Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir.
Shaka Khan.
Shakira?
He is you said the dead men on DraftKings. He is 5K over here on FD.
If Isaiah McKenzie's out, let's ride.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying that he's 500. Yeah, I'm sorry, 700 less than Allen Robinson.
Luckily for me, I did draft Allen Robinson, but I also drafted Chris Godwin. So I powered through. Also, for some reason, Tyler Lockett was in the free agent pool, so I was able to pick up Tyler Lockett for a couple weeks.
Are you in a league with a bunch of idiots?
No, man.
First graders.
I was gonna say preschoolers.
Hey, man, I'm just an excellent GM. What can I say?
I mean, Sully,
my daughter, who is in kindergarten, knows not to drop Tyler Lockett.
I was about to say, is he in a league with Maya? Not even Aaliyah. Maya
would know not to drop Tyler Lockett.
For fuck's sake.
Listen, all I know is that when it comes to these receivers this week, I would say the value is there. There is a lot of value this week, but there's a couple guys that stick out due to A, value, and B, matchup. And again, I have to go back to the Seahawks thing, man. They can't guard anybody. So Olave is a good price. Like if Mike Thomas sits again, all the Saints options are cheap.
Oh, Olave is already projecting to be the chalk at receiver?
He should be. It's the Seahawks. Hey, what is Taysom Hill TE eligible on DraftKings? He's just a quarterback, right?
Just a quarterback.
That's a shame because over here on FanDuel, you can play him at tight end. And I tell you what, I might pull that trigger this week. I'm not gonna lie.
But he's actually expensive over there, isn't he?
I know he's 6K. However, I'll play it because the Seahawks can't stop anybody. They just lost another defensive player last week. So, like, what the hell are they going to do?
I mean, he'll outscore Kyle Pitts at tight end, so it's not a bad play.
Redacted.
Just leave our boy alone.
Oh no. Like this is like there's personal beef between Kyle Pitts and me. I said it last week. I'm not redacting a damn thing.
Again, that tight end in Atlanta is not to be mentioned on this show. Redacted.
Your Honor, can you strike that from the record?
Not even.
No problem. In post, I'm gonna just strike. You're gonna hear a big beep over his freaking name.
I mean, in that case, Kyle Pitts.
I only bring up the Your Honor part because I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh episode where Judge Man was the dude's deck master.
Fucking judge, man. One tribute, 2,400 beater, baby.
Damn right.
Anyway, Chill, any interesting receivers that jump off the board to you minus the value? Who are you targeting up at the top?
I mean, I don't think at this point, we don't have to mention Cooper Kupp if you want to just play him.
We give you permission to play Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we probably don't even have to mention him. If you don't play him, that's your fault. I mean, at the high end, I mean, obviously, I think Mike Evans is probably undervalued here at 6,900. Christian Kirk.
Isn't there one corner like actually good? What's Atlanta's top corner's name? I feel awful trying to mention.
Is it AJ Terrell?
AJ Terrell is actually really good.
They actually have two good corners. All jokes aside, they have two good corners. AJ Terrell's really good. Casey Hayward's still pretty good as well. So,
I mean, and then as you mentioned, the Saints guys become super intriguing. Honestly, no matter who's at quarterback, truthfully.
But it's Air Yards Olave. Come on.
Hey, he's converting them now.
My only concern with the Seahawks wide receivers is New Orleans actually does have a pretty good defense. And the last time Geno Smith did play a good defense, he was awful. I mean, note that was San Francisco's, which is kind of a different beast.
I mean, we just saw what San Francisco did to the Super Bowl champs. Okay, so they didn't let Matt Stafford score. Like, give Geno Smith a pass.
But they gave up a bunch of points to Cooper Kupp.
They gave a bunch of receptions. That's what everybody does. You can't stop Cooper Kupp.
And then honestly, I think, like I said, the way to beat the Dolphins is through the air. So I think the Jets guys, kind of become a little bit intriguing to me. Both kind of like lower priced as well.
Well, Sully, as the Jets fan, who are you taking? Eli Moore or Garrett Wilson?
Oh man, it's Elijah Moore season. There's no doubt about that. Give me some Elijah Moore in my life.
So
I mean, Zach Wilson looked competent, man. Like he's, Jets are 2-2. The other New York team's 3-1. I mean, like let's ride. Let's ride. I mean, as we mentioned earlier, Amari Cooper's at home.
Yes,
so there's going to be a back and forth. This might be a situation where we're trailing. I mean, Amari Cooper home, another 100-yard and a touchdown coming up.
I'm surprised neither one of you mentioned Arthur Juan, honestly.
Listen, man, that game is going to be a clusterfuck. I'm not going to lie. This game, like of the higher totals on the board, this game could go one of two ways, right? Either Philadelphia beats the living trash out of Arizona or somehow Arizona's their first loss.
I see
it going no other way.
Let's be real. Arizona's not beating Philly. No.
I mean, they were down by a bunch to Jacksonville for a hot minute, bro.
And Jacksonville's better than Arizona.
It just seems like Arizona. It just seems like Kyler Murray and Kingsbury can't get along.
That's because they both suck.
I mean, because honestly, if it wasn't for Baker Mayfield being trash at quarterback, the Panthers probably win that game. I mean, Baker Mayfield out here getting blocked more than the Lord should allow.
Hey, listen, all right. For the other game, for the Cardinals game, it's correlation station, okay? The open beta for Call of Duty was active. They lose. It just closed last week. Kyler Murray looked great last Sunday. It hasn't released yet. This could be another Kyler Murray week. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there.
I mean, he looked good in the second half. I watched that entire game, and it was just miserable to watch.
He gave us the rushing that we needed, bro.
Yeah, but you can get that out of Kenny Pickett for so much cheaper.
He's not
Kenny
wrong.
Pickett is going to get absolutely destroyed on Sunday. Oh, my God. Bills defense, Devin Singletary stack, add to cart, book it, bro.
Hold up. Now you're going to pay up for defense too? Nah, I know you're lying. Stop it.
Baker. Look at all the value on the slate, bro. Okay, Deebo Samuel is 7,300, bro.
First of all, let's be real. Can you just stack Deebo with San Francisco's defense?
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Listen. Okay, you're right. Okay, one goes against Baker Mayfield, the other goes against Kenny frickin' Pickett. So, I mean,
At this point, I'm taking Kenny Pickett. I'll take the unknown.
He's not wrong. We know what Baker Mayfield is.
Trash.
We're
He
insulting.
is so bad.
We're insulting trash. If Sam Darnold was healthy, there's a good shot he would have got benched last week.
Oh God, yes.
Because he can't handle the boos from the Carolina fans.
I don't care if they boo. We'll figure it out. Bro, you've been getting booed for a year and a half. It ain't them. It's you, bro. It's you.
Carolina fans, let's ride.
Oh, Lord Jesus. This is going to be a thing all year with you two.
If the Broncos ain't on their bye, guess what? Let's ride.
It doesn't matter where the Broncos are. If they're sitting at home, if they're playing, they have the highest score on the slate. They're the lowest score on the slate. It's just let's ride.
Best believe if that was a main slate game, I'd be double stacking Russell Wilson.
Believe that.
I don't even care.
Baker, believe this is going to apply to real life as well. Because when I roll over and she gets on top, guess what? Let's ride.
Oh my God! I've said it a million times. I've said it a million times. No. I hate everything about you.
You are a freaking liar, bro. You're a liar. Oh God. Okay. Tight end. Redacted. I'm not saying his freaking name.
But he's your boy. He is your boy. Is. Oh, your name is signed right underneath him for the rest of the year. I don't give a damn what you say.
What about Chill? He's on the same boat as me.
Oh no,
dude, I'll die on that shit.
Chill's signature is above yours, but your signature is still there.
Dude, hey, I'll die with my boy Kyle Pitts.
All right, hold on. All right, funny stat. All right, last year, Kyle Pitts, week 1 through 4, the tight end 20. Weeks 5 through 17, the TE4.
So what you're saying is it can still happen? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
What I'm trying to say is it's coming.
You sound
this week.
I mean, yes. Now if I told you, if I told you that we lived in a world where on a Wednesday Kyle Pitts is not only bad, but he's also the chalk. Now what?
He's going to be owned?
Right now I'm looking at 15% for Kyle Pitts.
Oh, hell no.
Oh. How is George Kittle not the chalk at 5,200? Because that's just who I'm playing.
I mean, he's expensive on FanDuel. I ain't paying $6,500 for no damn George Kittle. You can kiss all of my ass.
On DraftKings, he's 5,200.
Add to cart.
I mean, and let's be real. If the Falcons are down everybody again, do you just play TJ Hawkinson? Or do you think Bill Belichick's like, nah, bruh, not on my watch?
Oh, Bill will not let TJ go stupid.
Right. Like, hey, guys, they got one dude.
Stop him.
If the sun god does not play again, guess what? There is no tight end.
And I mean, we mentioned this off air. Just play Tyler Higbee because he's the other piece of the Rams offense that only sees the ball.
You're not wrong. Wrong.
He had 14 targets for 10 receptions last week.
He had 10 catches last week? God damn.
Yes. Bro, it was 28 targets between Tyler Higbee and Cooper Kupp or something like that.
That's insane.
All right. What is your thoughts on – so Cameron Brate is hurt.
Bruh.
What are your thoughts about Cade Otton?
I thought you were going to say Kyle Rudolph.
Nah, bro. It's all about Cade Otton.
I mean, taking a shot on the rookie, I don't hate it.
Okay. I'll throw another one at you. We already mentioned him earlier. What about Will Dissly?
No. Pass.
All the man does is drop double-digit points. I mean, he's got less than double digits in 1 week so far.
Pass.
He's got 3 total touchdowns on the year, and he goes against New Orleans.
Pass.
I mean, Cole Kmet's $3K.
You shut up
right now.
Why, Baker? You want to talk about when Matt Nagy leaves, this fucking Chicago offense gonna be lighting the world on fire? Did you see my boy Patrick Mahomes when Matt Nagy, the QB coach last week, torched the #1 defense? Baker?
I've been waiting for that for the past 4 weeks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, when's Chill gonna let loose on this Matt Nagy shit on me? I mean,
Justin Fields coming out. Oh, stats don't matter, bro. You play in the 1950s.
This is gonna pain me to say. Like these words, it's gonna taste disgusting coming out of my mouth. But the Bears were better with Matt Nagy so far.
Well, bro, when you're owned by a 90-year-old woman who doesn't know how to run a team anymore, you're gonna be bad. It might not. And it's not. I don't even think it's Justin Fields' fault.
I think part of it's Justin Fields' fault. Like they don't put him in a position to be successful. But when
he has nobody to throw the ball to,
when he has opportunities, he makes bad decisions as well.
It's just the Bears, gross.
Agreed.
All right, so T.J. Hockenson went off against the Seahawks, correct?
Correct.
How do you feel about Juwan Johnson in the same scenario going against the Seahawks this week?
Pass.
Guys, I'm trying to play matchups here, bro. Because tight end is a wasteland. We know this.
Play Dallas Goedert. He's cheap.
Play Zach Ertz.
Baker.
What?
You want to lose another prop bet?
Who are you taking versus Zach Ertz?
Oh, no.
I will gladly take Hunter Henry versus Zach Ertz.
I'm 2-0. I'm 2-0 this week on you, Sully. I'm 2-0. I'm calling it.
Hunter Henry versus Zach Ertz this week. Book it.
Actually, Sully, I got a better prop bet.
Yo.
It's not just for the props.
Okay.
If Hunter Henry outscores Zach Ertz, you figure out something for me to do. Like, this is literally something for us to do in real life. If Zach Ertz outscores Hunter Henry, I figure out something for you to do.
So it's like a league punishment?
Not that severe, but I already
not that extreme.
I already know what I want for you.
Baker, first of all, I'm not eating meat.
It has nothing to do with meat.
It's not gonna happen.
It has nothing to do with you breaking your veganism. I do not want you to lose your vegan powers.
Okay. Because those are very sacred to me.
I know.
That's the only thing that wakes me up in the morning is my vegan powers.
You want to know what I got for you? You want to know what I got for you?
You know what? For shits and giggles, what would you possibly make me do?
Take a shot of tequila.
Did you hear what Chill did when I mentioned Hunter Henry? That
I heard it.
That's what
I heard it.
That's gross. Tequila's gross.
For those of you who don't
nasty.
know, Sully is literally sworn off tequila for the rest of his life. The only way he'll ever drink tequila again is if I die before him. He would drink tequila at my funeral. That's the only way he said he'll ever drink tequila again. So it's a big deal for him.
Well, Baker, I'm gonna have to murder you because if you bring some tequila over my apartment, you're fucking dead. But you know what? For the bit, I will certainly take that bet, my friend. Now you got me wanting to play Hunter Henry like over Taysom Hill because I was just gonna play Taysom Hill at tight end.
Don't play Hunter Henry.
Chill. Do you want the smoke too? Do you want the smoke too?
Don't play Hunter Henry.
Chili. Hola. Do you want the smoke? Pick a tight end, bro. Any amount.
Any amount?
Any amount, bro. Pick a tight end right now. Is
there a price range I have to stay in?
Well, I mean, how much is Hunter Henry on DraftKings? Because he's $4,500 on FanDuel.
Oh God. I have to scroll to find this dude.
Hunter Henry on DraftKings is $2,900.
Lord Jesus.
Holy moly. You know what? You can get up to $3,300.
I can get up to 33. I don't like any of these guys. That gets me out the new phone. Who Disley?
Oh no, I gave you freaking Will Disley shit.
I could have Disley.
To be fair, he's giving me a $2,000 difference between Zach Ertz and Hunter Henry.
Any amount, bro. Any amount. Hunter Henry week, bro.
Oh, it's so gross.
Watch Hunter Henry randomly have 3 touchdowns, and I'm just gonna be sitting here like a.
Dude, I can't even bet you because the fact that George Kittle is undervalued on DraftKings. So I'm only playing if I play DraftKings. It's Kittle or it's Dallas Goedert or it's Tyler Higbee.
Any amount, bro. Any amount, bro. Devin Singletary, Bills defense, Hunter Henry, lock that shit in, dog. Ship it.
So Sully's finishing last in all of his tournaments.
First, Baker, screenshot life, bro. Screenshot life. I will finish top 10 in a freaking tournament this week.
Not with that
those
build.
3 players.
Not with that build, you won't.
Bet me.
Bet.
Bet me.
Bet.
Bet me.
Bet.
Bet me.
Bet.
I don't know what lion I'm gonna run it back with because you know I'm a mini stack them shits. So, because there's gonna be points. I just don't know like.
What are you gonna play the
Like,
chalk
where's
Jamal
coming from?
Williams again?
Hell no. I already got one running back slot locked up. Like I said, all you chalk donkeys are gonna pick between Ramondre Stevenson and freaking Damian Harris. Watch. Random Hunter Henry 3 touchdowns. Book it. You will watch.
Who's your quarterback gonna be? Their freaking rookie?
Dude, if I can play Bailey Zappi, I would freaking do it. Please let Mac Jones be ruled out. Please. Because Pat Brian Hoyer is he's concussed.
Well, if you play Bailey Zappi with freaking Hayden Hurst, or not Hayden Hurst,
Hunter
Hunter
Henry.
Henry, like literally, you have all the salary to do whatever the hell you want.
The other Triple H.
What the?
Sorry.
Really? We're listening to Chingy over there? I know we're running long, but damn, chill.
Sorry, my I did not mean to click on that on Snapchat. My bad.
All right, Sully, please take us to defense.
It surprised the hell out of me too. There's only one defense to play on draft.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills Kenny Pickett sucks.
I mean, on DK, chill, I 100% agree. I could not agree more.
Listen. I'll give you your prop bet. You take Bailey Zappi. I'll take Kenny Pickett.
That's contingent on if Mac Jones is out.
Of course, if he plays, then it's a no go.
All right. Consider it done. Bet. That is a good bet. So, obviously, if you want to pay up, it's 49ers and Bills. One plays Baker Mayfield. Like, that's what else do we need to say? Honestly, what else do we need to say?
Nothing.
Okay. No analytics needed. Just do that. I mean, gosh. Again, you can just count the Seahawks to like take a fumble or an interception back to the house. I mean, they had 7 points on FanDuel and they gave up 48 points or something like that.
7 points on 7 points on DraftKings with 45 points against.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful line right there. Freaking beautiful.
No, the defense I was mentioning, the Cowboys defense is only 2,500, and the Rams are missing another offensive lineman, which makes 2. And the Cowboys pass rush is actually really good because Michael Parsons is good at football. And at this point, the Rams are just struggling. So I think the Cowboys defense at 2,500 is pretty much value there.
Yo, can I, before you say something, why is the Lions defense 4,700?
Because they're playing Bailey Zappa, potentially?
It's Bailey Zappi. They're on the road in New England. Like, what? They are $300 more expensive than the 49ers that just shit on the Rams playing Baker Mayfield. What is the algorithm doing?
Last week on DraftKings, they got -2. We outscored the Lions defense last week,
and they are 4,700, bro. Like, what in the world is going on right now? Go on, Baker. Hit me with a defense.
I mean, I'm just gonna agree with you. I'm piggybacking off of him. Like, unless the Cowboys defense, reaches 15-20% ownership, just lock them in.
I mean, they won't be that on FanDuel. They're 4,100, but like, yeah, I mean, I 100% agree. That's absolutely absurd. I mean, like Chill mentioned, the Rams just lost another lineman. The man got dropped 7 times last week against the 49ers. And that offense literally flows through 2 people. And that's not much flow because they only put up 9 points. So this can get ugly.
Another defense that's kind of intriguing to me is the Titans defense at 3K
Tighten up.
on DraftKings. They're playing the Commanders.
Oh, you ain't got to convince me to play a defense against Carson Wentz. I mean, shit. Again, no analytics needed.
I mean, I also don't mind the Eagles because Kyler Murray takes a lot of sacks.
I would rather pay $100 less and play Jacksonville.
But Jacksonville doesn't get a lot of sacks. This is Jacksonville, not Saxonville.
They had 2 sacks last week.
And they did get a pick six, right? Pick six or a fumble return. I think they scored defensively.
Yes, they had a defensive touchdown. I just don't remember. I just don't remember if it was a fumble or through the air.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville does play Houston. I mean, like, that could be a solid defensive pick for sure. Okay. Now that we prop betted it up, coming to that end, that time where you need to hit the like and subscribe button. If you don't do that, then how can any of these bold calls come true? So before we get into it, take that second. I'll wait. Oh, I heard you do it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Download us, put us in your pocket. Take us to go, man. Ride into the weekend on a high. That week 5 could be and will be your week to take down a tournament.
Keyword on the ride part.
Baker, bold call. Let's ride.
Arthur Juan breaks this slate. I'm going 150-2.
Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Chill. Bold call.
You need a bold call, huh? The boldest. I honestly feel like this is going to be a George Kittle week. So I'm going to go George Kittle. It's going to be like 7 to 8 receptions. He's going to be over $102.
That really hurts my I'm going to play Chalky Debo Samuel. That really hurts.
I mean, he could still go through.
You're right. You're right. Obviously, I'm piggybacking off too. Devin Singletary, top 5 running back this week. Book it. Home. Favorite. Majority of the carries. Kenny Pickett his ass. They're going to be on the field the majority of the game. Devin Singletary, top 5 RB Sunday. And Hunter Henry, end zone 2 times, baby. Let's ride. Either that or I'm tasting the sweet, sweet scent of tequila.
I mean, tequila tastes delicious. I drink it all the time.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I hope you're right, because that would be his first 2 touchdowns of the season.
I'm in. He's only got 1 more than Dalvin Cook, and he's the chalk. So what are we even talking about here?
Bro, he has 41 yards.
You are a hater, bro. You're hating.
Dude, he got 20 yards in week 1.
Oh, God.
Wait. Just wait, bro. Just wait. The Detroit Lions are the freaking ointment that solves all problems, okay?
I don't know if they can cure that one, Southern.
Baker, I'm gonna just you do not turn off your phone. Turn off your freaking phone.
You might have to go see a professional for that one.
Turn off your phone on Sunday, bro.
Turn
off your freaking phone.
Not even a professional. You might have to get put to sleep. You got to need surgery.
You might need some over the counter.
Just turn off your phone, bro. If Hunter Henry gets in the end zone, bro.
Don't worry.
My
phone can stay on. The phone bill is paid. It's going to be fully charged, and I will not hear from you.
All right. Well, you know what to do. Get the mop bucket out. Let's get this grill off, and let's close up the shop. And of course, as always, we'll see you all at the top. Let's ride.